Deadly floods devastate northern China. Torrential rain batters Beijing and surrounding areas, while intense heat lingers in parts of Scandinavia. At least 70 people have died in northern China after another bout of torrential rain triggered flooding, the latest in a series of extreme rainfall events in recent months. Between 23 and 29 July, Beijing and its surrounding areas recorded an average of 166 mm, equivalent to the monthly norm. The suburban district of Miyun received the highest amount of rainfall, with 543 mm recorded, equivalent to the region's annual average. The death toll included 31 people in a Miyun care home, 10 who were swept away in a minibus in Shaanxi province, and 8 people in a landslide in the city of Chengde. Floods also damaged roads and vital infrastructure, cutting off more than 130 rural villages and leading to the evacuation of more than 80,000 people from their homes. The increasing frequency of high rainfall events in China has been linked to rising global temperatures. Each degree in warming enables the atmosphere to hold 7% more moisture. The nursing home was featured in a rescue story from state broadcaster CCTV showing rescuers in boats pulling people out of windows without mentioning any deaths. Through hours of a concerted effort, they successfully rescued 48 people. A caption of the video story said without mentioning anyone had died. The city later announced 28 people died in Miyun district Tuesday after rescuers could go to the scene, but did not disclose who had died and where. China's government censors have tightened information controls since leader Xi Jinping came to power in 2012, seeing it as crucial to preventing unrest. In recent years, increasingly more topics from negative news about the economy to basic information about violent attacks, such as the number of injured people, have been subject to censorship. When the waters came this week, they rose quickly to 2 meters, 6.5 feet at the deepest points. Beijing officials said many couldn't escape. One Beijing resident's 87-year-old mother managed to get out of the elder care center in Miyun, Caixin reported. She doesn't know where she got the strength, but she managed to climb onto the windowsill. She said, noting her mother's roommate was unable to get up and drowned. Officials said 44 people died in Beijing, in neighboring Hebei province. Authorities announced an additional 8 deaths Thursday and 16 deaths total this week. In northern Shaanxi province, authorities announced Wednesday evening that 10 people were dead after a minibus carrying farm workers washed away in heavy rain. 4 people were still missing as the rescue continued, according to a city government statement 3 days after the bus disappeared. The days ahead bring no promise of calm. Weather forecasts warn that more heavy rainfall is expected to strike northern China in the coming week, particularly in Beijing, Hebei, and Shaanxi. The ground is already saturated. Rivers are full. One more storm could tip the balance. Authorities urge all residents to stay updated, to avoid low-lying areas, and to evacuate early when told. Delay could mean disaster. This flood was not a surprise, it was a warning. When Miyun saw over 500 millimeters of rain, Equal to a whole year's worth, the land simply couldn't absorb it. Lives were lost not only to water, but to silence. Warnings came too late. Information was hidden. And when the floodwaters rose to 2 meters in minutes, there was no time left. We cannot allow this to happen again. Every family must learn the lesson. Keep emergency kits ready. Know your evacuation route. Listen to local broadcasts, not rumors. Care homes and schools must have clear, practiced flood protocols. Do not underestimate water. It does not knock. It crashes. And when it does, seconds matter. This is a new climate. Rainfall is more intense. Each degree of warming makes storms stronger, floods deadlier. But knowledge is power. Transparency saves lives. Sharing real-time updates, planning ahead, and building trust in disaster response will protect us more than any wall ever could. Let these 70 lives not be lost in vain. Let their memory guide a safer future, one where we act quickly, speak truthfully, and never wait until it's too late.
Ai ơi, ai lên phải này kìa, không lên phải.